Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Veteran Idiot. I have been having a hell of a time with the fuel system on this Foxbody. I've replaced the pump, I replaced the tank, I replaced everything. Fuel lines, everything I can think of. I can't figure it out. It's driving me absolutely bonkers, and I just don't. Chevy rules. Well, I don't think there's any way around it. We're gonna have to drop this tank. Every time I go around a corner, left or right, it starts bogging down. You can only assume that it's packing up with stuff in the tank and the pre-filter or the filter itself. As soon as it bogs down, you flip the key off, flip it back on, start it up, it drives just fine. And then it hauls ass. I am honestly shocked that it was running rough on this fuel. Looks perfect. Apparently removing all the rust also removes anything covering a pinhole on the bottom of the fuel tank. Sweet. Good morning. Got some treats. Brand new gas tank. Cause that one's a piece of... Also, back here, got 4 rears, 2 fronts, skinnies. Those two don't have tires on them, but there we go. Had these same tires on my dirt track car. G60s. Alright, first stop done. Windshield wipers are on. Let's get back on the road. Oh, I just keep finding more gross stuff in here every time I look. So the bias plies don't like the rain that much. Who would have thought? But you know who does like the rain with bias plies? This guy. A lot of you have been asking. I say it rips and you haven't seen it rip, and well, I mean, that's a little bit of evidence that it rips, but I think every Foxbody known to man slides around corners like nobody's business. These things are just not super fast in a straight line. What makes them really cool, makes them really fun to drive, is it sounds like the whole world is coming apart while you're doing it. They are just torquey, they're loud, you feel everything. It's a cable clutch. The shifter, if you replace the stock one, is direct in line with the transmission. It's just one straight unit. It's just a gnarly feeling to drive these, and so I think that's what most of the fun is. It takes a decent amount of money to make them fast in a straight line. Man, just driving around town, they're a blast. They're an absolute blast, and really, really fun to slide and cook the tires off. This one's a little scary to drive. The inner tie rods and the rack and pinion are toast, so it just kind of wanders all over the place. Plus, I put skinnies on the front, so we're really wandering now. But it drives, and it's going to get me from point A to point B, especially to where we're going today to see if we can't recoup some money. Because I dropped a lot of it on this thing with the upcoming episodes. I wish I could give you like a straight line rip, but the road's so damp. There's just no way that would happen. The car's so light in the back, and I got those like 10-inch wide bias plies back there that are actually kind of made for dirt. Those G60s I used to use on my modified on the dirt track. I was kind of surprised to see them on these wheels when I picked them up. But I guess maybe it's a dragster trick. I mean, people take them to the track because they're soft and they're very pliable. I don't know. This area, it ain't dry. Yeah, we didn't make it very far. I think the power steering pump locked up, so I took the belt off, see if we can get it to turn over. It wouldn't crank a minute ago. Oh, let's see. Yep. All right. Ain't got much time before she overheats, so let's get her up off the road here. All right, so today's starting off well. So it was a power steering pump. It's completely locked up. Wouldn't allow me to crank it. It was stuck to the light. Some helpful people helped me push it off the road. Not that far from the destination, so we'll latch this hood down, drive it over, see if we can't keep it from overheating, and I think we got enough battery juice to get us there. What do I do with the pins? Now we made it here to Feinberg's. It is locked up. It's about 7,000 degrees. Spit it everywhere though. That's nice. I'll clean that up later. It is hot. It's like 240 degrees.
So hot right now.
Shut it off at the lights and stuff like that and coasted everywhere, but pretty hot. And let it cool down. Hopefully it's all good. And battery's dead in Oscar. Sweet. Maybe we'll get to work on that project today. All right, let's go jumpstart Oscar so we can get a belt for this thing. What have I done? Well, there she is. So the plan with this guy is we're gonna try and flip it. And what we need to figure out is if it's worth it or not. So picked it up for $1,000 and it's in okay shape. Haven't really looked around on the inside that much, but the tires are a little old. It'll need some new tires, but that's part of the question. Do we want to clean it up, put a lift kit on it, some wheels and tires, and try and flip it? Or is it worth doing the wheels and tires and lift kit? Or just do tires, clean it up, try and flip it? It used to be a like bluish color. Yeah, blue. They repainted it white and it's kind of this flat white. Maybe we can buff it up a little bit. But let's go ahead and dig through it, see what it looks like while Oscar back there is charging its new battery. So as you can see, the paint could probably come around. We could probably buff this up a little bit. Oh, holy mother of... Yeah, so it might take a little work. Nice wash, pressure wash, clean it up. And the thing's got no dents anywhere. I'm not too sure exactly what these guys are worth. I've seen anywhere between like $3,000 and $5,000. Picked it up for $1,000. Do know that the radiator apparently is leaking and the tires are bad. That's about all I know about it. Let's see what's inside. It's a Tahoe LT. It's got leather. Oh, it's actually pretty clean in here. Nope, those are supposed to be up there. They're not anymore. Carpet probably will come around. Some maybe looks like the heater core was maybe leaking at some point. Hopefully that's not still happening. But all the plastics are still there. They look all right. There's some duct tape over here. Maybe this thing was rattling. I don't know. But it had all the bells and whistles. That's for sure. Oh, that seat's not in great shape. Good enough. Back seat's in great shape. It's actually in really good shape. Headliner's still good, except for right there. Maybe we can get Grandma to seam some of that up. It's got cubbies and holes, and I don't know what goes in there. Maybe tape deck, sunglasses, garage door opener. These things always stretch out. They're junk. Oh no, headliner's coming down up here too. Don't drive with the windows down, fellas. What do we got here? This doesn't come up? I don't know GMs. That doesn't move? What do we got over here? Oh, yeah, opens from two different directions. I think it's only supposed to open from one though. Could be wrong, maybe not. Yep, only one direction. Some paperwork or something in there. Well, I mean, oh, it's got the trucker safety belts on there, clips. Somebody got some Lasix done. pop the hood, see what we got under there. Is this aftermarket? Or did they come like this? Was it just an afterthought? They were like, hey, let's put power mirrors on this and then slap this thing on there. GM does some weird stuff. I'll give them that. Some glue there. Maybe this thing was flopping around. Oh, it's pretty tight. I don't know. Let's see what's in the engine bay. Got some seal problems over here. Maybe some super glue. We'll fix that. All this stuff. Oh, there's the power seat buttons on the front. More soda spills. What is that all about? And what is this? I'm not gonna mess with it. It's probably gonna blow the passenger seat out the roof.
Ejecto seat, cut!
Let's go. What is? Oh. All right, got a little coin tray. That's cool. At this time, I think GM was ahead of the game on the interior. I think Ford's interior in this era was just atrocious, but that's not a good sign. What's this? Why has it got a floaty on it? Does it float? I don't understand. There's a Ricola. Hell yeah. These nets are still all right, kind of. Plastic bag's probably been in there since 1985. Oh, a whole box full of toys. Oh, a walking stick? Taking that home. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Where's the thing for it? Oh, there we go. That's where it says prop rod. That's where it goes. That's not a good sign. And the fact that the whole thing was disconnected is also not a good sign. I'm gonna guess that this guy was correct in saying that the radiator was broke and leaking. Okay. The cutest little airbox you ever did see. Oh, this thing. That is a nightmare. Was somewhere cold at one point. Missing the cap there. Hopefully we'll find it in the back. Oh, right. Oh no. That's no bueno. This thing, it's got the spider injection on it. Oh no. Hopefully it runs good. Let's go get that battery. See if it cranks over. Ooh, turds. Alright. I don't think we're driving anywhere on these tires, but at least we can get it started. Find out what we need. Find out if it's worth it. Get in there. Come on. There you go. That a girl. There is a lot of rat turds in here. Too many. We had a whole rat family living in this thing. Come on, tighten up. You want an invite? What we got going? Looks like they replaced the radiator hoses. We were fighting something else before. Oh, there's so many rat turds down on the intake too. Okay, let's try and fire it up. Bet you there's vacuum leaks and really bad gas in it. It's got 700 quarts of oil in it. Cool, 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 cool. Obviously it's got no coolant. Okay, let's see if it cranks over. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. Maybe we aren't getting fuel. Let's try spark. A little tiny distributor, looks like a 4.3 in here. These are massive spark plug wires. These things are huge. It says JDM speed. They gotta be good. Bet this thing was a rocket ship. Why are we not getting any boom boom? Also, by the way, it's got the coolest gauges to ever exist. That is awesome. Says we got half a tank. Oh, that is rough. Let's go take a look. It's running on like 2 cylinders at idle. Oh, and now maybe we got 3. Oh, maybe 4. Seems to be getting a little better. Throw some water in it, see if it holds. Sounds kind of like a locomotive. The fuel doesn't smell that bad. Some rattling coming from up there. All right, let's shut it off, put some water in it. Try not to splash it everywhere so we can see where it's coming out. Oh, found it. Just pouring out the top right here. No need to go any further. Radiator it is. Let's see if we can find one. Well, I'm back. Got a radiator. There's two different kinds. Transmission cooler and oil cooler, which I think is the one that we needed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take another trip, because this one looks like it has an oil cooler on it. Martha Faulkner. Doing lots of fun stuff today. All right, let's fix this. All right, we're all spliced up best I can out here. Let's fill it up, see if it leaks. Just want to get it done. Come on, let's do it. All right, back for round 3. Let's see how quickly we can knock this out. Running out of daylight, breaking down all over the place. It's been a power steering kind of day. Now, it's mostly my fault on Oscar. Blew the power steering line back when I was trying to get Coachman back for the 460. Spliced it and left it alone. Turned too hard coming out of O'Reilly's. Blew it up. It's all right, we're spliced again. It should last us however long. Maybe probably won't last at all, but anyways, it's fixed right now. All right, let's get this radiator out of here. Too small. Too small. Come on. Some of these lines have been replaced. Maybe they were thinking that was the leak. So the lower radiator hose is new. This thing looks like it's been sitting for a hot minute. I'm still impressed with these spark plug wires. Those things are, for a lack of better words, gangster. They're gangster. Oh, that just fell down and all the rat turds in and just sprayed myself with coolant. Hell yeah. Come back, baby, come back. Wow. It's got a K&N. That's fancy. All right. Heater hose. Who here's done this before on this truck? Tell me. Was it worth it? Oh, there's a lot of red. I think there's a lot of stop leak in here, which is unfortunate. Wonder if the AC still works on this thing. Probably not. Where are you going, son? We still got a lot of stuff to do. Almost looks like power steering, but it says engine oil. I'll believe them. Lower rad hose. Just kind of hidden back here. Might have to take the battery back out. Like anything after carburetors just has too much crap. Just fill this whole engine bay with anything they can find. Just any hose. Just even, I don't even know that these hoses go anywhere. They might just deadhead somewhere in the engine bay, and it's just to look like there's lots of stuff. Either way, it's a pain in the arse. Oh yeah, one more cooler line. Nicholas, how goes it? This radiator's toast. And then on the way here, the power steering pump and the Foxbody locked up, and I thought the engine seized. I was sitting at a stoplight and it wouldn't even turn over, it'd just go.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so I...
You figure it'd throw the belt first.
It didn't. But as soon as I took the belt off, it cranked over, so I drove it here. It almost caught on fire, it was so hot. But then I took the belt and just rerouted it around the power steering pump and back onto the smog pump, and we'll see if it'll get me home. And then I went to O'Reilly's to get a new radiator, and they had 2 different types, and I took a chance. It was the wrong one. And so I drove back to O'Reilly's, the one on Gilbert, and got the right one, and then blew a power steering line on this thing in the parking lot. We'll see if this was worth it. I don't know. I think it'll clean up nice enough, but I don't know. So far, so good. We can keep that trend going. Maybe all that this morning was just to get it out of the way. Now we're smooth sailing, one can hope. I don't know that I've seen one like this with the oil cooler, transmission cooler, all that. I know like the V10s do that, I think the Fords. So we had an issue like that with our Excursion where it was burping oil back into the radiator and you had like this sludge coming out of the overflow. It's my first encounter with this here. Interesting nonetheless. We are already 90% of the way done with this part. Anyways, maybe once we get this radiator in and fill it up, we'll be able to drive it around and see how much more this will actually take. Because this is kind of a cheap, we're only 200 into it right now. Plus the radiator and some coolant. All right, let's fill it up. Let's put the battery back in, crank it up. Okay, let's see. Let it warm up. Although supposedly these 4.3s, not this particular injection, but these 4.3s is really strong, you know, 5.7 with 2 cylinders cut off. But you know, a buddy that had the late 90s S10 two-wheel drive with a 4.3 in it, that thing ripped, smoked the tires anywhere it wanted to go. Add some more water to it. It's rough. Hopefully it's just like spark plugs or something. I doubt it. I think it's our little fun up front here. Yeah. Check in with you guys as soon as it warms up. All right, so I guess we'll just see if it goes forward and backward to see if it's...
It did on the way here.
So I hear.
I could buy it, but it was like very quick, jump out, and taking my battery and left.
That's right, I remember that. Yep. I do remember that. His tires are almost flat. Dumping fuel in it.
But it's that spider.
Check this out.
Stuff.
Black smoke, never a good thing. Something wrong with the injection. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, well, it moves forward, moves backwards. Radiator's fixed, so it's kind of worth trying to figure out the rest. I think the outside will clean up pretty good. Inside should clean up too. I don't know that it's worth putting the lift and everything else on. You guys should let us know on that one. But I think it's worth looking a little bit deeper into this injection and figure that out, but that's not going to happen on this one. It'll happen on another episode because I still got to get home. We'll see. So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and as always, have fun. Yes, I made it home. Thank you. Yep. Yep. Got some work to do.